Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Oops. Hey guys. Ah, original link to the video, top of the description. My name's Connor if you're new. I'll be your flight fail. Sorry, I meant to say pilot. Shoot. Redo. No, we're keeping it. Perfect intro. The link to the original video. What have I said so far? Link to the original video, top of the description. My name's Connor. Hello, guys. Top Gear. I would rather. It really doesn't matter what compilation it is. I would rather, or would I rather?
With Lancia.
Let's go. This is a bad intro, but we're keeping it.
But we start with Lancia. I've said many times that over the last 100 years, no one has made more truly exciting cars. There was the Integrale and the Stratos and the Fulvia and the O37. The list goes on, and yet all they make today is a steaming pile of ordure called the Ypsilon. Look at it. Oh, I would rather have a maggot-infested wound than drive one of those.
It looks like a combination of a PT Cruiser, which I think is one of the least good-looking cars that I've ever seen in my life. It looks like an amusement park ride, roller coaster carriage of like a space mountain.
Would rather have a maggot-infested wound than drive one of those. Hurry up and hit your ball. What about the Vauxhall Vectra?
No.
I would rather have double pneumonia than a Vectra. Is anybody out there got any ideas?
Sorry. Oh shoot. I'm not great with cars. Buick. A Buick with a PT Cruiser. Two worst looking cars I think I've ever seen. My opinion.
What could be our car of the year? Is anybody out there got any ideas? What could be our car of the year?
Oliver.
What?
Who said Oliver?
How can the Oliver? Yeah! I would rather eat my gentleman vegetables.
We've had a Fiat 500 down
Fiat
here.
500, James?
I like it.
No. James doesn't like it. Anyone else?
Is gentleman vegetables slang for family jewels? Which is slang for... Am I reading into this where I shouldn't?
500, James?
I like it.
James doesn't like it. Anyone else?
Oh, for crying out loud!
The Suzuki Swift. It is actually a very good car, that.
This Perodua Mivi suffers from the same problem. It costs £7,600, so it is cheap. But is it cheerful? No. Brakes are rubbish. Ride's rubbish. Seats are rubbish. That's rubbish.
Steering wheel's on the other side of the car.
Honestly,
Rubbish.
I would rather be inside Paul Scholes.
Don't hurt me.
This is a car you drive with a long face. No, hang on a minute. I can imagine what Mercedes was using
cool.
for inspiration. Look, a pile of stones. This is almost identical.
There's a term
to
for
the
that.
SL Black. Let's just try it out. Oh, hang on.
That just angered me.
Yeah, I would rather go to work on a Cairn than in an SL
Cairn.
Black.
That's the
Would
word.
be faster too.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, Mercedes has shown us with the new S-Class, okay? They've shown us what is technically possible, but I would rather have this.
The one you've ruined.
Look, the problem is taste, okay? If you made a car to look like the inside of your house, it would have a horse in it. And your house is just full of pictures of the Queen.
Now, look, listen, we must move on because time is pressing. And that's the thing about this car, because it's...
This is the kind like I'm not a real big fan of these grills. I don't know if you guys have a different fan or just a fan of the look of these Mercedes type cars, but now that it's more nostalgic nice to me, it now looks better to me. Does that make sense? Like I remember these when I was younger and I was never a fan. I was never a car person, but I can have opinions on how cars look, right? And it is now kind of nice to me, even though when it was new, I thought it was ugly. I can't explain it.
Have this.
The one you've ruined.
Look, the problem is taste, okay? If you made a car to look like the inside of your house, it would have a horse in it.
Whatever.
And your house is just full of pictures of the Queen.
Listen, we must move on because time is pressing. And that's the thing about this car, because it's just not quite as fast as it looks and sounds like it's going to be.
No, it's the same story with the hardtop. You put your foot down, you think, I'm going a million, and you look at the speedo and you're doing 43.
But ultimately, be honest, do you
Going a
really
million.
care about the speed? Because you're in a convertible Aston Martin, and there's no better place to be. You're there thinking, what am I doing? Where am I in the post office queuing? No, I'm in a convertible Aston, and it's brilliant.
Sunshine, I would rather be in this than in Keira Knightley.
I wouldn't.
I disagree.
I would.
Sorry, that was crass. I'm allowed to have fun. I'm allowed to make innuendo. I had a point. Oh, this looks like a car that people in 2000 would, if they had to think about what a car in 2030 would look like, in 2000. And I don't like it. That's my explanation.
In Keira Knightley.
Nailed it.
I wouldn't.
And now the news, and this just in from Keira Knightley. She says she's disappointed, but she understands.
No. I'd had the lesson, read the book, seen the video, all of that. I knew how to start it, but it broke down. You see, all of that is...
Oh, sorry. I take back what I said about Buicks and PT Cruiser.
The book, seen the video, all of that.
Jesus Christ, these are ugly. Let me know if you disagree, guys.
Knew how to start it, but it broke down. You see, all of that is why I would rather have the Weissman. I would.
£21,000 more.
Yes, I know, it's a lot more money, but still, I would rather have that.
But you know what? I'm with you. So would I. So would I.
They probably know the particulars of the cars that might make one better. All I can go, because I know nothing, is by looks. And I guess I'd have to go with this one, but I hate it. I hate these. It looks like a whale shark, okay? I'm so right. All right? See? All right? It's uncanny. There. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Boom. There it is. I was spot on.
£1,000 more.
Yes, I know, it's a lot more money, but still, I would rather have that.
But you know what? I'm with you. So would I. So would I. I think what they tried to do is make the front look like a 911, which it doesn't. And then from here back, it looks like they haven't bothered. Honestly, I have seen more attractive gangrenous wounds than this. It is a monkfish among cars. It has the sex appeal of a camel with gingivitis. And frankly, I would rather walk back to the studio than drive another yard in it.
Poor monkfish. They're really ugly. Well, in the eye of the beholder, right? I guess. And they have just a terrible name. I think that it would be my dream car is a Porsche. I think this is a Porsche. A Porsche SUV. I love them. Is it a Cayenne or something like that? I don't know. I want one. If I could have any car, it would be a Porsche SUV. Or like kind of one of those half SUV, half not SUV. What sedan or no coupe? I don't know why. I just love them. And I love the red subtle brake pad color. That's what that is, right? I don't know what it is. I think it looks kind of cheesy if it's on a not so nice car, but if it's on a pretty nice car and it's like SUV, it's just a nice little touch for me. Yeah, like a black gray Porsche. Is it a Cayenne? Bring back out the Google. Fast forward if you want, guys. Porsche SUV. No, I'm not a huge fan of the super new ones. Eh. Yeah, like that. Except not white. Or this one. Nice. I like it. All right, sue me.
So I shall. That way.
I'm sure you'd be very interested in the shirt Mercedes are encouraging their customers to buy this year. And I've got one for you here. Here is the Mercedes shirt. It's a vest with
Trucker, bro.
Not a Mercedes.
It's a vest. It's a vest with trucker written
not
on it.
Mercedes,
It
though.
is, mate. Look, it says Mercedes
It is.
on it. Yes, that is
It's the
Mercedes.
Bruce Willis look. Yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. That's
mate.
what they're like.
Ramsey Nesbitt. Beer and egg yolk stains are extra.
I would rather have
Love the
that than a
engine
Porsche
table.
car.
Really?
I would.
What? He doesn't like Porsche?
Yolk stains are extra.
I would rather have that than a Porsche car.
Really?
I would. Now.
I would rather have the Nissan and work on the bins every day of my life. I would.
You'd be putting it in the bin. It would be.
This hasn't happened before.
No.
We've always reached a verdict. At least two of us have agreed. And I don't know about you, I am not moving.
Jeremy, I'm wondering if you are the same Jeremy Clarkson who said, I'd rather go to work on my hands and knees than drive there in a Ford Galaxy.
No, I was young and foolish when I wrote that.
Whoever designed the Ford Galaxy upholstery had a cauliflower fixation.
Again, I've grown up a lot. I can now see the Galaxy as a
I would rather have a vasectomy than buy a Ford Galaxy.
I repudiate, reject absolutely any suggestion that I'm going to compromise my professionalism and suck up to Ford just so that I can get one of those. Okay, got that clear?
I walked home from school. That wasn't because I wanted the exercise. That's because I would rather walk or hop or crawl 30 miles than be seen getting into that.
So bad.
It's
Austin.
cars like this. It's secrets, dark secrets like this, lurking in people's pasts that create serial killers and psychopaths. It's a bloody miracle I'm not one. It's not being short that makes me an angry man or being born in Birmingham. It's this. It's you.
While I was doing it, I noticed that
Like the
one of the acts in
in-betweeners
particular
car.
was absolute rubbish, okay? They were appalling. And I was thinking when they were banging the garden furniture together, I would rather listen to an exhaust pipe, okay, than this. And that gave me an idea, okay? Can you use a car engine as a musical instrument, okay? Could you, for instance, re-record the theme music for Top Gear using nothing but engines?
Well, you couldn't, obviously, because you have no musical talent whatsoever.
I don't, but he does. He has, old Captain Slow there, has a degree in music.
Actually, it's absolutely true.
Music.
It's fine here on the track, but on the road it's so hard. And
Why is it? See, if you slapped like a Porsche logo or like a Mercedes logo on this car, I would have said this looks like a cool car. But as soon as I saw the Nissan, I didn't like it. It's like the logo has that much of an impact. It's so strange. Almost like get rid of the logo, and it's kind of a nice looking car. And I can't believe that. What's the psychology? Well, I guess you associate nicer things with better looking. I don't know. But I just caught my brain only lowering the value of how I see this car aesthetically because it had Nissan on it.
here on the track, but on the
That's-
road it's so hard and
What?
harsh.
Psychiatrist?
It's also very noisy, and it's not a nice noise either.
I can only hear my left
I
ear.
listen to my own firing squad. There's an even bigger problem I've thought of, which is I think to my own firing squad. There's an even bigger
Is that a car limo plane? What is this?
problem I've thought of, which is I think everybody knows, James, you do have a light aircraft, and before you take off, you have to do pre-flight checks.
Well, a few, yeah.
What are they?
Hey? Well, you have to check the fuel that it
Why?
hasn't got any
Why do you
moisture
check the
in
fuel?
it. Hasn't got water in it.
How would water get in
Oh,
the
we
fuel?
haven't got time for this.
I'm interested.
No, we haven't got time
It's
for
only
this.
bike racing.
Yes.
James, tell me more about
No.
your pre-flight check.
I actually want to know. Any loose wiring, make sure that the flappers work, you know? The, what do you call them? The flaps at the behind the wing.
Actually, you know what? Even I
Windshield
would
wipers.
rather watch bike racing than listen to James talk about his pre-flight checks.
So get off.
So I will move it on.
I want that table. Engine table.
Proof that you can build an entire car in 8 hours.
Absolutely, and it is actually a great thing to do. It's not like mending an old car where it's all dirty, everything is clean and new and it all goes together perfectly. It's a great experience. It's wonderful.
James, I would rather staple my ears to a horse. Honestly, I mean, apart from the fact that you chafe your knuckles every 15 minutes, there's the expense.
Did Jeremy Clarkson watch a lot of Blackadder growing up? I'm guessing he did, because he has similar humor to Blackadder or Baldrick or something.
Okay, it's £2,500 less to buy the car in bits, but then you've got to buy the tools, then you've got the divorce settlement, end up taking your kids to McDonald's every Saturday, and what do you end up with? I mean, would anybody here drive a car that I'd built? Oh, no, exactly. I mean, let's take this one as an example. This is the one we made, all right? They put a little plaque on it, I see, down here, down at Caterham.
Made by
And
Jeremy.
this car built by Top Gear, which has rendered it worthless. On that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.
I like how they ended the compilation with an actual, like, au revoir or goodbye in the, it's not that exciting, sorry. Love you all. Hope you guys are all doing well. Would appreciate any comments down below as always. Hopefully I'll see you guys next video. Bye, guys.